Yes, Fabio Wardley, TKOs Joseph Parker in the 11th round. What a fight, man. This fight was back and forth. Parker boxed well, used his jab well, didn't he? He looked slower than normal. He came in 262, didn't he? Um, what's it called? Also with Andy Lee now, he's punching harder. He's more sharper, more aggressive. But he landed some big shots on Wardley. Wardley took him. Wardley's landed some good shots as well on Parker. It's like a back and forth fight. Parker started taking over in the middle rounds, using his jab more, boxing more. But Wardley was still in there. Wardley was still fighting. It was a competitive fight. Um, yeah, but I think the man with the better fitness won this fight. Do you know what I mean? Both had good chins. Both got heart. But obviously, I think Wardley was just fitter, and I think Warldey he's got the bigger punch, hasn't he? Do you know what I mean? Naturally, he's the bigger puncher. He stuck it out. I mean, he like when I said Wardley always throws back. Do you know what I mean? Even if he misses whatever, he throws back. And he throws with bad intentions. Sometimes he looks tired and he'll explode off the ropes and land big shots. Do you know what I mean? And he did that a few times on Parker. Um, yeah, and to be honest, this fight, I mean, everyone was counting Wardley out. Do you know what I mean? Before the fight, everyone was saying that Parker's too good. He's gonna outbox him and all that. Do you know what I mean? He did at some points, but he wasn't. There was nothing. I didn't see any big difference between the two. I think also Parker kept it together a bit more. Cleaner puncher, but I didn't see much difference between the two. Um, what's it called? Yeah, Walder's just tough, good chin, heart, and he keeps fighting till the end. Do you know what I mean? Because he's got that power, hasn't he? The fight, yeah, I think the fight got stopped a bit too early, but Frank Warren, innit? Frank Warren show, fucking, and I mean, I think he's promoters for both fighters, but obviously he's gonna look after Fabio Wardley, isn't it? And that's the guy, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Parker's just, Parker's had it rough, to be honest, and I think he's probably gonna leave Frank Warren after this. He has to, isn't it? I don't know, maybe get with Eddie Hearn. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, maybe Parker's not like a big money name. You know what I mean? I don't know. Frank Warren obviously looks after his in fighters, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? Fighters from here, obviously, with Wardley and Dubois and all them in it. So, but Wardley, I think, deserves it. But like I said, the stoppage was a bit iffy, wasn't it? It was a bit early, wasn't it? But he deserves it. Like I said, people counting him out. Do you know what I mean? Andy Lee, talking knockouts, so confident. Every time Parker gets a bit too cocky because he's coming, or I don't mind confidence, but when he gets a bit too cocky and starts predicting knockouts and all that, he loses. Remember the George Jones fights? I thought fucking hell, Parker's talking confident and all that. He's saying knock him out and all that, but he ends up getting beaten. And you know what I mean? So I think Parker just has to stay humble. Do you know what I mean? I know. I don't think obviously he is a humble guy, and I don't think even in this fight he's really overstepped the mark. But he seemed more confident than usual. Obviously, he's had big wins and all that. But I think Parker just has to go under the radar. Do you know what I mean? Just get your work in and come back in it. Do you know what I mean? It's just unfortunate, isn't it? I mean, I don't know, man. The phone, there's maybe that inactivity. You know what I mean? Because he only went like 3 rounds, didn't it? With what's his name? It's the fucking Congolese guy, Bacoli. You know what I mean? He came in heavy and he worked. You know what I mean? But the fight, didn't last that long. So Waldy's gonna be fit. Fitness fucking pays off, man. Fitness, chin, and he had power, didn't he? So he got it out the bag. Do you know what I mean? He got it out the bag, man. He deserves it. He deserves it. But like I said, I felt like it was an early stoppage. So, but maybe um, what's his name? Wardley probably gone on to stop him anyway. Do you know what I mean? Because I think he hurt him to the eye, didn't he? I think his eye was bleeding. So Parker had a bad cut in it. So yeah, Wardley might have probably gone on to stop him. So, but it is what it is, man. But Wardley deserves a win. There's nothing to him, and he deserves that win. Like I said, just the tough. At the end of the day, he was the grittier, tougher man in there, and he got the job done in there. Simple as that, man.